Well, football regular season has come to an end, but that's okay. We still have sports in this town. Of course, South Carolina basketball is getting into their season now. There's one guy that I like to talk basketball with in this city, the captain, Cary joins me right now. Of course, the men's basketball team is now off and rolling before they get into the exams. A couple more games on the schedule, Captain. Just good to see you, and, man, you're looking good.
Well, I was a little bit jealous. The last time I was on with you, I was somewhat underdressed, so I wanted to make sure I was looking the part today.
You're looking very nice, man. I'm dressed in black. I love a man in black. Let's talk about the Gamecocks. The early start of the season, of course, had some struggles down at the Charleston Classic, but then last night had a good win against Marshall. Your overall thoughts right now on this basketball team?
Well, maybe outside of winning one more game, that game possibly being against Akron, I think this team is right where I thought it would be early on. Knew there were going to be just some struggles, but when you look at the pieces coming together, certainly you see a different basketball team on the floor as opposed to what we've seen in years prior. Now,
Frank has talked about, of course, playing a tougher schedule, kind of getting those guys battle tested before they go into the SEC. And you like that format?
I do like the format, and I actually agree with what Frank said. He said he'd rather schedule a little bit more difficult at this point of the season so that he'll have an opportunity to deal with issues in November as opposed to dealing with those same issues in February. It's so funny just listening to Billy Donovan, the head basketball coach of Florida, the other day. He said, for us, yes, we're struggling, but fortunately we're struggling right now in November as opposed to February. Frank Martin has adopted that same policy.
Yeah, of course, when you get in the SEC play, for sure, those guys are going to be ready to battle. Now, when you look at this team, of course, a lot of young guys, name are popping up on the scores table, I should say. Guys like Mr. Mackey, the young Justin Mackey, is career high last night. What about him now getting some minutes?
Well, I think he's finally accepting the challenge. Think about the pressure that he's under. Not only is he the son of former great B.J. Mackey, but he's also a product of one of the most successful basketball programs in all of the state in Irmo High School. And playing in front of your hometown friends and family, that's added pressure. And just the overall transitioning from high school to the college level, especially at the high level, I think he's finally grasping what it takes to be successful, and was happy to see Justin play with the confidence that he's now playing with.
Definitely he's doing that. Of course, we expect guys, like Sin 803, Sindarius Stormwell, Ty Johnson, those are the leaders of this basketball team. But talk about a guy like Dwayne Notice. 27 points last night against Marshall, a career high for him. He's starting to play some good basketball.
Make no mistake, the guards have to be really, really good every single night. This team can't afford for any one of the guards to have an off night. We expect Sindarius Stormwell to be good every night. We expect Ty Johnson to be good every night. But Dwayne Notice, I'm not surprised that he's playing as well as he's playing. For him, it's all about confidence. I saw this kid up close and personal during the summer, and he was one guy that a lot of people wanted to come see over at the SC program. He's now playing with that same type of confidence. The confidence I always knew was there, and it's good to see him play with that confidence, bring that added dimension, because, again, those three guards have to be good every single night. And if you have one of those guards off on any given night, it's probably not going to be good for the South Carolina Gamecocks. Not surprised he played well last night. I'm actually expecting, Dwayne Notice to continue to play well moving forward.
No doubt about it. Now, of course, when you talk about this team, we talk about the guard play finally, the big men, the guys in the paint, the guys going to get the rebounds for you. Chikevich is a guy that, what's your thoughts on him? I've seen some games. He's nice, got nice touch. He can go on the perimeter, but is he coming around maturing as a player?
I think so. And for the bigs, I think they just need to be serviceable. They're not going to be great every single night. They just need to be serviceable. They need to complement the guards. The guards are going to be the guys that win the games for the South Carolina Gamecocks. If they serve as a supplemental source, so to speak, the Gamecocks could win some games this year, certainly winning some close games. But those guys just need to be serviceable. They're not going to be great. They can be serviceable. Certainly they add to what the guards are going to bring to the table every single night.
All right, well, good stuff. This is just an appetizer of what you're going to catch in 2 weeks as Overtime and Chalk Talk. It's going to be basketball with the captain, Cary. He'll be with me here every week, high school and college basketball. You don't want to miss. It's coming up in 2 weeks. That's going to do it for sports. We'll be back in just a moment.